Hey guys, how you doing? Alright, listen. This is absolutely a joke anymore. I believe it was Jim Baker of Indiana. He's on the Arms Committee. They came out, had a press conference yesterday after their meeting. And he said it real clear. He said that either Biden is lying to the American people and Congress, or he's completely incompetent and out of touch with reality. It's one of the two. Biden is literally taking his orders from the Taliban. I mean, it's that simple. All of the other countries around the world are just dumbfounded over the way Biden is handling Afghanistan. And they should be. This is ridiculous. They estimate, I guess, there's like 75,000 Taliban total have taken over Afghanistan, the entire country. And they're telling, yesterday, this is how incompetent Biden is. Yesterday, he's supposed to be the commander-in-chief. He's the one supposed to have the plan, tell people what to do, give suggestions, whatever. And the military had to tell him, notify him, look, if we're getting out by the 31st, we need to know now. We need to know, because we have to start packing up. We have to, make arrangements. We have to get our stuff together and make an exit plan. So he comes out yesterday and says that the Taliban insists that we're out by the 31st, so we're going to stick to that deadline. I mean, there's no words for that. There's really no words for that, in my opinion. He is just... he's beyond unfit to be president. I mean, the man shouldn't be doing anything but sitting somewhere until it's time to go home. I mean, he needs to just go relax, be on vacation, whatever you want to call it, permanently. And Kamala Harris, she's a joke too. I mean, she's out flying around, talking to other people around the world, talking about Christmas, what she's doing for Christmas and shopping and everything else, when it's absolute betrayal is what it is. It's absolute betrayal of the American people, of the American troops, of the Afghanistan people. And here's the thing nobody's talking about, but the Taliban is telling us that we have to be out by the 31st, okay? Or there's going to be consequences. And we all know what that means. We know what's going to happen. But here's something that nobody's talking about. The perimeter that is set up, okay, you have the airport, and then the perimeter set up around the airport is set up by the Taliban. So they're the ones checking the papers, whether you get to go in or not. Then if you get into the airport and can get through the thousands of people to get to the U.S. military, then they verify your paperwork and who you are and put you on a plane to leave. But here's the problem with that. Number one, the Taliban is choosing first who gets to come in and who doesn't. Number two, a week ago, when this all started, the perimeter, it was moved out. It was, I want to say, 2 city blocks out from the airport, okay? They're closing the perimeter in on the airport. Why? Because they're getting closer and closer to that 31st deadline. Therefore, they're in a better position to strike our forces come Tuesday, the 31st. I believe it's next Tuesday. Okay? Number two, if you pay attention to what's on mainstream media, what little bit they are talking about, if you've noticed, it started, they were letting women, men, children, the Afghanis who helped us, Afghanistan people, the American, all of them, to an extent, they were letting them in. They've slowed it down. Now they let no Afghan people in. Any women who show up, who try to get in, if they're not fully covered and everything, for one, they're beating them, or they're shooting them and killing them. And no Afghanistan people now can get through. They said no Afghans can leave. And they're dictating, even if you have the proper paperwork, they are dictating to who can leave and who cannot leave, regardless of your paperwork. I mean, this is lunacy, is what this is. And Joe Biden is an absolute joke. The man doesn't obviously have any comprehension of what's going on. Like I said the other day, though, he summed it all up when he said, as far as Afghanistan is concerned, he just had a basic decision to make. I mean, that in itself speaks volume. But here's the deal. So they've said over and over and over, they won't give a number, but it's obviously too much. They cannot get everybody out by the 31st. They've admitted this over and over and over. So when the 31st rolls around, y'all better be ready, because I'm telling you right now, he's negotiating with these terrorists. What they are, they're monsters, terrorists, they're evil human beings. When that deadline rolls around, not only are they going to attack our troops in the airport, if they're not totally out of there, any troops, any foreigners, they said, that are there. So our troops, anybody from any other country, not just Americans, you're dead. All the people that they know of who they're not letting through because they know helped or whatever, telling them to go home and everything, they're doing that for a reason. Because they're holding them there until this deadline. And when this deadline comes, they're dead. Plain and simple. I mean, why sugarcoat this and play these stupid games? They're going to kill these people. Is exactly what they're going to do. They've already started enforcing dress codes, telling you what you can and cannot wear. And Biden wants to go on TV and act like, oh, we're in negotiation. You're not in any negotiation. They're telling you what you are or are not going to do, and you're saying, okay. I mean, it's an absolute joke. This is sick. I don't know. And not only that, they have the ability. China's there wanting to mine these rare earth minerals, so they're going to have. Look, the threat from the Taliban, from terrorists around the world now, just skyrocketed. And as I've said here in the past, and I'm going to keep on saying it, something big's going to happen. Whether it's a false flag or it actually is a terrorist attack, something big's going to happen. I promise you that. Especially once this deadline comes. Because the way Biden operates, the way he sees it in his mind, once this deadline comes and our troops leave or whatever, he's done with it. It's over. What? Just like he talked about with the people falling off the plane. Come on, man, that was 4 or 5 days ago. I mean, this is how this man's mind works. He's not even living in reality. So when that deadline comes to him, it's over with. No need to even talk about it anymore. And that's when the real trouble is going to begin. Believe that. What lies in store for all of us, including me and you, this is going to affect all of us. Whatever's going to take place, I promise you, is going to affect all of us. And on another note, now this FDA approval, it's going to be forced on us now. Now they're going to try and force it on us. Now you are going to have to make a choice. Because they're going to start making employers not be able to get health care. They'll find an avenue in there. It'll be health care, it'll be taxed. Something, they'll do something to where you're going to be forced to choose between the jab and your job. You're going to be forced to choose between buying groceries and commodities or the jab. That's what it's going to boil down to very, very soon. You watch. Alright guys, I'm done ranting and raving for today. Anyhow, again, please subscribe, like these videos, and share them. That tremendously helps. Small channel, but all the new subscribers, I thank you very much. It means a lot. You guys can email me, talk2pfc@yahoo.com. It's talk, the number 2, pfc@yahoo.com. And be ready for any of this. Don't be ashamed of prepping. Because when this does happen, those of us who are prepping are going to be so much better off than those of us who were trying to point the finger or take jabs at us. So you guys just keep doing your thing, pay attention, talk to your people, and stay safe. God bless. See you next time.